definitely sick to my stomach right now. Oh my goodness. Guys, I want to share this with you. It's a little tough, so if you're sensitive, you're sensitive to energy, just do yourself a favor. Just tune out of this, because what I'm about to say is it's not going to be easy. Um, where are all my tissue? I usually keep like a roll of tissue in my car. Yeah, I knew it. See, I told you I can keep them here. I just woke up. I'm a smoker, so all the stuff's coming out. So excuse me. Okay. If you love me like this, you're gonna love me anyway, because this is how I wake up. I wake up like it's just like this, frazzled. I'll be frazzled, cleaning myself. I'm just like, ugh, my ear. I've had a very annoying irritation with these fucking entities that are trying to, first of all, pretend to me like I'm not one of the wisest bitches on earth. I have like this weird like thing here on my ear. Anyway, it's like a weird alien type of thing. I'm tired of these entities trying to act like I'm not some like wise and powerful being or something. Cause like I'm shown things and then they have the audacity to try to like hit my left ear when I'm writing stuff down. Like if you look at my post when I wrote down about the dream I had, it's these like white face reptilioid type skinwalkers with like translucent white skin with eyes that are so see through. Like it's creepy. I think this is why I have like, I'm not saying I have an issue with people with like really light blue eyes, but in a way they kind of creep me out because I know they're connected to these people. Clear. Do not tell me what to say. And this is why I'm in the dream, and those all these young people, they're like on beds, and I'm not in a dream. I astral traveled, by the way. I go in there and I'm like trying to tell the girl, yo, listen, like I'm trying to help them get out of there. And this one girl was like, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I'm looking at her like, shut the fuck up. I'm here to like get you out of here. And this guy comes in and he found out someone did something. He like cuts this person's toes off, their nails. It was bad. Oh, that's why I say if you're sensitive, please. This is not a message for sensitive people. This is for those very powerful light workers who know that they're sent on the hardest missions and it's not easy for you, which is why you wake up feeling like you're just gonna throw up sometimes, like you're just sick to your stomach over it. So many. I have a very vivid imagination. When I see something, I see it. Like it flashes in my head. So excuse me if I get a little nauseous through this message. So there was all these young people, teens and young adults, and they're all being like harvested, man. Oh God. Okay. I'm strong. This is why they show me because they can handle it. Okay. So they're all being harvested in this like laboratory type setting. We're in this place. I go in there and I'm trying to help them get out of there. I'm like, come on, you gotta go. But like the kids were so afraid of these men that they would tell on each other. You know what I'm saying? It was like one of those like if you've ever seen The Handmaid's Tale, if you've ever watched that show, I watched it. And the funny thing is, in The Handmaid's Tale, I watched that show, and this morning, through a deep meditation, I started having a conversation with a guy in this very last season. Here, listen, this is what's crazy. The guy in the very last season, he was evil, obviously. This commander, the head commander in the last season, that this dumb bitch married again. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. If you don't, you gotta watch the show The Handmaid's Tale. Just watch it, and you'll understand my reference. These girls are like trapped there. They're being like, basically, their bodies are being harvested. They're keeping them there because they're fertile and they're making them have babies. But this is not what this lab was like. There was this. They were taking energy from these kids. They were absorbing their energy, like sucking the life out of them, basically. And they were just in beds and couldn't really move a lot because they were stuck there. Um, and I was having a conversation with the guy, and he was like, "This, well, explain to the bitter version of me what your purpose here on this earth is." Like, he was mad at me because I was like, "That's not my purpose here on earth. I don't know what you're trying to do, but I don't want to do that." Like, we were arguing over his version of what the earth should be and what I think. He was like, "Explain to me the bitter version of me," of course. And like all his little friends were laughing, and I'm looking at him like, and he's like, what's your version of your purpose is? What is to him like and for Pete to like get together and to help humans grow? And he was like giving me this look like, you know what I'm saying? And then these fucking people, these they weren't people, these things in this dream that were harvesting these kids' souls. I had to go into another part of this dimension where other kids were like fighting with each other and just like arguing because of these people. It was like a extension of this laboratory, and there was like these people that were active kids, young adults and teenagers, put it that way. There was younger adults and teenagers. So like I would say from like the age of like 14 to like the age of like 25, 26, 30. I'm hearing up into 30. And I was there, and then they were all like arguing, fighting with each other, and I was like playing along with them. And then I finally grabbed like several kids, younger people. I was like, let's fucking go, let's go. And I like pulled them out, and we came out of this space. We finally escaped. It was a very, very hard escape, very, like extremely hard. We had to go through loops and bounds and leaps to get out of there, and we finally did. When we got out, we were in the astral street. I was like, "Look, you can fly. Look!" And I was showing them how to fly through the streets, and they were all flying with me, and they were free, but because they've been trapped there for so long. My point, I think, that is that in these astral dimensions, and I know this is why, and I don't know why I'm sharing this. Maybe some of you are experiencing the same things. I don't know, but I wake up sometimes very upset and angry and very irritated and very distraught and irritated and just like pissed, like pissed off. Like that's how I wake up sometimes. And I'm not mad at anything that's going on here. We're safe here. We're living pretty good here. We should be very grateful because there's so many people in these like other dimensions. They're trapped in such hells. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh God. People think hell is this burning fire place. No, these people's hells are different. They're stuck in these laboratories, and some of them are stuck in these like places where they fight all day and they hate each other, and women are being treated terribly, and people are liars, and that's hell. That's hell. That's hell for me. If I was, which I will never go to hell, but I visited many of these places. We are actually in heaven right now. So anybody who's like the hell is on earth, no, honey, we're safe here. Like there's hells on earth. There's parts of earth that are experiencing their own personal hell. But if you have a pretty peaceful life and you're living good and you have what you need and you're okay, please don't complain. As of today, I'm looking at it like I'm gonna be a lot more grateful about where I am because like this is private property. We this is us. Like they're not allowed to trespass here, and we're lucky. We're protected for that, Like, and there's no soliciting. I'm seeing a sign there. It says private property, no trespassing, no soliciting, no no soliciting. No, I can't see loitering. Okay, and we're complaining about stuff here, we're complaining about stuff here when we are like actually we're in heaven here. I I'm not going to complain anymore. I'm going to try not to because like when I see these people how they're living in these astral dimensions, I literally like want to cry for them. It's so bad. Some people are just suffering so bad in the astrals, and it's a lot of younger people too. And I also feel like that's why so many teenagers here on Earth are experiencing so many things like anxiety, depression, all these names that they've given to their blood sucking, energy stealing. It's like almost like the reptilian agenda. When I say reptilian agenda, I'm not talking about all reptilians are not bad. There's good, there's knowledgeable ones, there's ones that bring knowledge, there's ones that bring light, and there's ones that just suck the energy off humans. Okay? They made those names up just so the kids could have a reason to say, like, this is what's wrong with, when in reality, their spiritual energy is being sucked and absorbed by these vampires. Vampires. That's what they are. They're human vampire. They suck human souls for fun. It's like funny to them. But don't misunderstand me. If one thing I'm gonna tell you right now, like I said in that thing I posted, if you don't check my post, check, because I write a lot of channel messages. I just be like, as soon as I wake up, whatever I feel sense here, I just write it down. And then also the dreams that I had, I look back at them because I don't just dream. I woke up today thinking there should be someone who studies my mind while I'm sleeping, because they would freak the fuck out. They'd be like, this girl's brain doesn't stop the whole time she's sleeping. Like, it's non-stop from the moment I close my eyes to the moment I wake up in the morning. And I don't just sleep all night. I get up 5, 6 times a night, 7 times a night, because each dream wakes me up in its own way. They would freak out if they studied my brain. They'd be like, what the kind of brain does it? Let's do a normal person and then let's do her brain. And they would say, what the hell is going on with your brain while you're sleeping? And I would explain to them that I'm astral traveling. I'm going to multiple dimensions in one night, nonstop. I'm doing work. I'm seeing things. I'm hearing something about family, like where you grew up, your subconscious. That's also another thing. Are witches. Like evil witches. You know what I'm saying? Like evil bitches. Evil motherfuckers. God damn. I just drank Malay leaf tea and marshmallow root. I do that every morning. If you don't do that, you should do it. It'll help you go to the bathroom, number one. Number two, even if you don't smoke, it cleans your mucus out. Don't matter, because smokers, obviously, we get mucus more because we smoke cigarettes. Yes, thank you. Nobody needs to point that out to me. I'm not retarded. I smoke a cigarette and I know it's not good for me and I do it anyway. So don't worry about me, okay? But you, if you smoke or you don't smoke, you should be doing marshmallow roux or Malay leaf tea every single morning. Your stomach, your gut will thank you. If you add beef gelatin into your routine, it will really, really thank you. Okay. I noticed something, and I'm not here to like judge nobody in my family. Not I'm not talking about anybody particular, but I've noticed like the women in my family, whether they were from my dad's side or my mom's side, tend to be more on the like serious, like side. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more like, hey, things are always working out for me. The universe got my back, and they're more like they don't appreciate me, and they complain all the time, and it's just a lot of like complaints and yelling and talking differently and things that I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that the women, especially. And I've also noticed the men that they date, two things. They're either very dismissive, they're dismissive as in like, okay, okay, honey, or they're like they have to sneak around because they're afraid. They have to walk on eggshells because the partner they're with are very like judgy. You know what I'm saying? Very judgmental. I'm at a point in my life right now, guys, where I was going back and forth with my guides this morning, and I was like, I think I've had enough of this. I'm tired. Not tired, but like I'm strong. I know I'm strong because obviously I'm going in dreams and saving people from horrible situations, which is awesome, right? But also like let me see. Is that a bird or a cat? Hold on, guys. I think I hear a cat. Hold on. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me now? You can hear me now, right? Yeah, because when I walk away from the car, I'm in the Bluetooth. I swore I heard a kitten crying. Oh, but it was a bird on top of the house. Yeah, because I know the mom's pregnant and they know she's coming to my thing, and I'm trying to get people to help me hook and trap the cats. I don't know what I'm doing, and I don't have honestly, I don't have the patience to do this shit. From what I understand, it takes you gotta. I gotta go rent the thing and then put it up and then wait for them to come in the cage and grab the cat and go to the vet and get the shots, then bring the cat in my house and try to get her to trust me and then blah 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 and then I gotta wash her because she has fleas all over. I gotta, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot, but I want to help her because she's gonna end up fucking just keep having babies. And even though this is a lot of people in this neighborhood are feeding the homeless cats and stuff like that, it's it's not good. Angle? What angle? Well, I'm in a funny angle. My phone's in a funny angle. I know. I wanna do it. I'm gonna call because everywhere I called, all the people I called, they're like, we are in peak season of cats and babies, and we just got 5 mothers with babies, and I called like 4 people yesterday. You know, why do you smoke cigarettes? Do you take cocaine too? Not today, sweetheart. I used to. I used to love that shit. Matter of fact, last night I was thinking about cocaine, but I won't touch that shit for the life of me today. Anyway, I'm not doing this shit no more. This shit is fucking makes me hear things and shit. I don't like that because I already hear shit. I mean, imagine what I fucking hear with drugs. Uh, I got a fucking I got a fucking I don't know what these dreams are. I'm tired, bro, of seeing this shit. But the thing is, somebody's got to see it, right? Because you got to know what's happening. We can't pretend it's not happening. You know what I mean? Kiki, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah. You know, it is. It is what it is, though. I'm not ashamed of myself, like in the things I've done. When you're as highly sensitive and as intuitive as I am, and you go through like things that I go through, and you see things that I do, you see things that I do, then if you didn't do drugs in your life, then you are powerful. Because let me tell you something. My whole life I've been seeing this shit, fucking crazy shit, and I don't know what the fuck it is. And then I was like, what the fuck? I can't see this shit no more. So I was popping the pills and drinking and smoking the cigarettes. And I never smoked the crack, but you know, I take the cocaine, I drink the drinky, the raki, Albanian fucking moonshine, drinking the raki and sniffing the cocaine and popping the pills because my brain, I was like, shut up, I don't care, stop showing me that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Every day. That person over there, like people, like they would tell me people's thoughts. I would hear people's thoughts. I would see things that happen before they happen. I would have dreams of people that are about to go to jail. I would know like somebody's gonna die. I would know, like even now, like if something's gonna happen, they're telling me little. I'm getting little signs of like this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, and I'm like, I don't care, don't leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But I do care, and it's something that's never gonna go away. So I had to get attuned with it instead of go against it. You know what I'm saying? I don't swim, but my pool's gonna open soon. I will be swimming. I will be swimming every day. It will calm my mind because let me just say something. There's so much going on in the astrals. Like I don't know what to do. Like what do we do about it besides like send love and light? You know what I'm saying? That's the thing I have an issue with. I get shown all these things. I see all these people struggling and going through shit in the astrals, and it's really hard. But oh, I am hearing spirits say a lot more people have to volunteer to go into these spaces and pull people out of there, because a lot of them are just stuck there and they don't know that they can get out. That's the problem. They have to get out of that one little situation to get out of there to realize that they're free to do whatever they want. It's just the problem is a lot of them are stuck there and they don't know how to leave. So a lot more people have to literally, I keep seeing the sign private property, have to like I'll go, you know what I'm saying, kind of thing, and go in and like grab them and get out. Cause like I keep getting people with messages on my DMs and Instagram on YouTube saying, I had a dream about you. You came into this place, you grabbed these people by the hand and you pulled us out of there. And we were like jumping like happily out of there. And one other girl was like, and you came in my dream, there was like a white light this way and there was a dark light this way, and I was going that way. And you were like, no. And you grabbed my hand, you were like, go that way. And you pointed me towards the right direction. So I talk about spirit guides all the time, when really in reality I am a spirit guide, but I'm just in a human form, but I'm a spirit guide because in the spirit I also am a spirit guide. Now, is it hard to be one of these things, a spirit guide and all that? It's very hard because you got to get up as human, and you got to try to like be cool with like the fact that you know all of these secrets that are happening in these astral dimensions to all these people, and you got to be like cool here. And then you do things like here where it's like maybe you don't feel like doing anything with your life because you feel selfish because of all the things people are going through, or maybe you're like punishing yourself because of what everybody else is going through. So it's like, what right do I have to enjoy life and just be free and do whatever I want when these people are struggling and suffering? And we think that way as light workers, and that's the thing that we have to break out of, because just because we are helping others and we are helping save people and stuff like that, that doesn't mean that we have to sit there and suffer too. And you know, I'm not suffering in any way. I'm done with all my suffering. I'm done. The only thing that I would say for me is that I struggle. I go back and forth with wanting to create and be successful at things that I'm doing, and then I go with I don't care about doing it. Like sometimes I'll be like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna create that, and then I'm like, "Mm, I really don't care if I do all that, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I go through back and forth with. And that's a big deal because there's things that I want to do. I want to do things. I want to create things to help more people, to get out there and help more people. And then there's days when I'm like, I want to take a nap. That's what I want to do. My body hurts. I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of that shit. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of that. Even though I love everyone and love everything. You know what I'm saying? Most gifted people are labeled mentally ill. That's because those people that are labeling them mentally ill are not aware of what we see, and so they think we're crazy when in all reality they're the crazy ones. To be honest with you, I remember talking to some psychiatrists, and as they were talking to me, I'm looking at them like, you know nothing, you know nothing, nothing. Little baby, let me put you in a baby swing and swing you because you're a little child, and you know nothing. You know nothing, son of a bitch. Because to them, you have multiple personality disorder when you're able to tune into different spirits and channel their energy. To them, you have ADD when you're able to attune to different dimensions, ADD. To them, you're bipolar when you're able to go to different frequencies, lower frequencies and higher frequencies. You're bipolar. You're able to feel the lower frequency energy travel through lower astral dimensions and then shoot straight to the top and communicate with the big guys, right? To them, you have anxiety when you feel spirit around you and you don't know how to handle it and you don't know how to clear your energy and move these energies away. You have anxiety. You have depression when you feel so heavily all the spirits that are suffering so badly. So you feel, because all around you, sweetheart, is spirit. These trees are spirit. This car is spirit. Those are everything's spirit, and everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to. And if it's not supposed to happen, you'll be saved like that. You ever saw those videos where the guy's walking across the street and two, three cars get in an accident? And he just slips through all of them like this, and the cars turn and flip and all that, but he's like, phew, you know what I'm saying? I never seen a demon in like here, but I have felt negative energy, and also I have when I went through my spiritual awakening, I saw some shit that spirit showed me, but it was like more for waking me up to show me like you're not crazy. You know what I'm saying? This is what, people are seeing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, because here's the thing. Do I think all of that is real in people's minds? It is. Yes, it's real in people's minds. It's very real in their minds. And when people don't get authenticated, when they get denied, like when somebody says, like, I swear I'm seeing this and I'm hearing this, and somebody says to them, okay, here's a pill, okay, stupid crazy person, they get crazier. But if they had someone go to them and be like, hey, I know you're hearing stuff. You know what you got to do, right? You got to tell them to shut the fuck up. Imagine going to a schizophrenic person and having someone highly spiritual look at them and be like, I hear that too. I know that they say the same thing to me. You know what I do though, right? What? What do you do? So anytime they tell me to fuck off, you know what I do? I tell them, you go fuck off. You shut up. No, you're ugly. You're and I get mad and I don't listen to them and then they leave me alone. Because you know why they're doing that to you? Because you're listening to them. Can you try not to listen? Can you tell them to shut the fuck up? Can you tell them they're ugly? Tell them they're stupid. Tell them they're useless. And then see what happens. Because all these people are lying to you. They're telling you you don't really hear this, but you're actually hearing it. So just tell them to shut the fuck up. That's it. I'm hypothetically speaking. I'm not a doctor, so I would never tell you, like, as if you are experiencing that, of course, go check. This is what you got to do. You got to first go through all the doctors and the matrix ways of doing things. That's what I did. I went to the hospitals. I went to the psych wards. I went to a psychiatrist. I got this help. I went to therapy. I went to rehab. I went to all the things, NA meetings, all of it. And then I had to discover my own truth, what was going on within inside of me, and work with me, my guides, my guardian angels. That's when I started to find out, first of all, I'm not crazy. I'm gifted. I'm not sick. I'm gifted. There's nothing wrong with me. I just hear or see things that others don't. I'm very, very gifted, and I had to see it that way because if not, I was going to continue to suffer. Can you hear me? I was gonna continue to suffer, and that's how it's gotta be. All right, guys, let me go because I'm gonna take my daughter to the store real quick. For some reason, she wants to go to the store at fucking 11 in the morning again. I just wanted to rest today, and this bitch is like, go to Marshall's. This one's like, let's go to the store. Fucking A, man. Mom, do me a favor. Hold on, please. You guys, I'll be back, okay? I'm not going nowhere today. I don't feel good. I feel tired. They don't know shit, Ruma. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you later. I'll be back.